Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. Music loud and wind and warm. I've been kicked around since I was born. That's all right, I don't care. You may look the other way, but we can try to understand the New York Times effect on man. Whether you're a brother, whether you're a mother, you're staying alive, staying alive. Everybody shaking, you're staying alive, staying alive. Ah, ah, staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive. I get low and I get high. If I really try, got the wings of heaven on shoes are getting mad, and I just can't lose. It's alright, it's okay. You can see another day. We can try to understand the New York Times effect on man. Whether you're a brother or whether you're alive, staying alive. In the city breaking again, everybody shaking, staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Ah, ah, mm, 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 mm. So there's only one watching. Oh, well, make that two. Well, you can't tell by the way I use my walk. Come on, it's man, no time to talk. Music loud and women. It's always born. We can try to understand the New York Times effect on man. You're a brother, you're whatever, you're a mother, you're staying. Oh, where is everyone? Oh, good grief, don't tell me somebody's doing a live stream at the same time as me. I wonder. Is somebody doing a live stream at the same time as me? This is strange. Ah, hello, UV. So there's somebody watching. It's just I had a feeling that somebody was doing a live stream at the same time as me, and that they were getting more viewers. Yeah, I don't know what's happened here, but you and I seem to be the only people on here. So, yeah. Oh, hello, Jack Williams. Now I just need Mayday or Harry Humble. I'm doing this live stream, by the way, because Harry was going to do one, but I don't know what happened. By the way, if you can hear people chatting downstairs, my family are having a Sunday dinner. Jack Williams has had a roast dinner as well. Hello, Paul. Yeah, I think you were on Harry Humble's live stream. Any idea why it ended? Because that's why I'm doing this now. And UV's followed me on Twitter. Yes, I am. So, is SC24, which is, of course, my Club Penguin rewritten name. Oh, didn't I tell you? You can sometimes find me on Club Penguin Rewritten. Yeah. You know, I can do an impression of Apuna Hasapima Petalon. Welcome, steady customer, to my humble store. Please keep your hands where I can see them, or I shall dance upon your bullet-riddled carcass. Yeah, I really need to get myself a job as a voice actor as well as a writer. Oh, okay, UV, I'll make sure I can find you. As I was saying, I'm thinking of getting myself a job as a voice actor as well as a writer. Because that way, if Pippa Hoy gets recommissioned for 26 more episodes to make a series 5, what got me into Club Penguin? It was just pretty popular at the time, so I decided to jump in on the bandwagon. Anyways, that way, if Pippa Hoy gets recommissioned for 26 more episodes to make a series 5, I could write for it and star in it as a voice. Oh, pardon me. I was obsessed with Toontown Online and Club Penguin back in my childhood times. Shame that Disney closed both of the MMORPG games. At least we've got Toontown rewritten and Club Penguin rewritten. I remember playing Toontown Online as well, but I could never seem to be able to get a membership. All we need now is Mayday or Harry Humble, and then the party can begin. There's going to be an Octonauts movie? Oh, this is new. Club Penguin, what along, the classic sketch show. You know there was a what along rewritten when Club Penguin rewritten first started, and I was part of the writing team on that. Octonauts, the Ring of Fire, and Octonauts, the Underwater Caves of Sakatun. Ooh. Hello, Harry. Hello, Nas. Or Emil, and hello, Harry. Thank you, yes. I was just saying, Harry, if Pip Ahoy got recommissioned for 26 more episodes, so 104, 124, which would make 130, I was thinking I could get a job as one of the voices on it and voice some new characters. So as well as writing for it, I could also voicing some of the episodes. Indeed he was. Also, you know, The Return of Jafar was actually animated to be as part of the TV series, but Disney CEO at the time, Jeffrey Katzenberg, loved the animation of the opening number, Arabian Nights, with all of Abyss Miles' men riding on horses, but he decided it should be released on direct-to-video. Ah. What do you think? Do you think The Return of Jafar would have worked better as part as... How long is Return of Jafar? Would it have worked as a three-part episode of the Aladdin TV series, or as it was released, the direct-to-video movie? Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey. The name rings a bell. Why is Amy Hands? Last party cancelled. Rest of series 2. Yeah. I'm very well, thank you, Olivier. How are you? Hmm? Well, Harry, it's not hard if you have the right plot and you want to get it down on a piece of paper, providing it's within the guidelines of the TV show, of the show you're writing for, then go ahead. There's nothing from stopping you. Yes, I did. I was given a copy of the series Bible by. So for the Pippa Hoy episodes you wrote, you can make sure to keep the characters in character and such. Yeah, I made sure to keep him in. I made sure to keep him in character. In fact, let me just find the character bios and I'll show you what I mean. Yes, and if you write it well, then you'll get a good chance of accepting it. So I made sure Pip was young. I made sure Pip was. Oh, hang on a minute. with me. Drat. Here we go. It's alright, Google Chrome wouldn't let me, So, for the scripts I was writing, I made sure Pip was adventurous, happy-go-lucky, and ever eager to help out where help is needed. I made sure that Alba was... Yeah. Is the connection all right for everyone? No, I've just lost the thing again. So, I can probably carry on without the camera anyway. I made sure that Alba was kind and caring, always full of good ideas, and that she had her backpack with her. Here's something I bet you didn't know. The teddy bear that that Alba carries in her backpack is called Paws. I made sure that Captain Skipper loved to sing a sea shanty and entertain the youngsters with his accordion, and that he was full of useful information about life at sea and everything. I made sure that Pasty the crab was the quietest of Pip's friends and wasn't that fond of Hopper's jokes, but loved to be part of the action nonetheless. Made sure that Mrs. Twitcher, who is Alba's auntie, was one of Skipper's closest friends and rang the taxi service and that. And I made sure that Hopper told terrible jokes and was a bit full of himself. If Cloudco ever make a second season for the Care Bears Unlock the Magic, I'd like to write for an episode. Well, Harry, here's a bit of advice. Research the contact details of Cloudco first, and then take it from there. Here we go. Huh? And Sooty. Excuse me a minute. Sorry, I was a bit. I was a bit desperate for the toilet. Yeah. As I was saying, so like, for example, if I wanted to write for Thomas and Friends, like my friend Michael White does, I'd have to first know what the characters were like and how a typical storyline plays out, so that way I could work around that and invent my own story, providing it's within the guidelines. Which is why I had to go through quite a few episodes of Pip Ahoy when I was writing my ones. Ooh, and Olivier says, I know what I'm doing when I'm older. Ooh, go on then. Oh, he already said. Oh. Ah, this is interesting. Say, are you lot aware of the channel Kidstars? Hello, Chow. As I was saying, Kickstars have only gone and subscribed to yours truly. Oh, and by the way, Chow, people are calling me Alice because between you and me, that's my real name. I only just revealed it. Yeah. But you can carry on calling me SC24 if you want. So it seems 48. So there's 50 episodes at the moment. Oh, well, go ahead, Chow. There's nothing stopping you. I don't believe it. Hmm. By the way, Harry, for Care Bears Unlock the Magic, would you want to write? Oh, thank you, Chow. For Care Bears Unlock the Magic, would you want to write a regular 11-minute episode or a half-hour special, Harry? Oh, and hello, Joshua Wilkins. Ah, little chef. I remember those. Apparently they're going to bring it back. Although if they are going to bring it back, a friend of mine said they should add more avocados to the menu. And yes, I have shaved. Although I did cut myself here. Ouch. Oh, here we go. Yes, I have, Olivier. An episode of Behave Loony. Just going to type something for Harry. And you type your actual name. Oh, Harry's on Clarko's website already. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, excuse me a minute. Hmm. Sorry about that. My sister just came in the room with a cup of tea for me. Should just about be ready to drink. What do you think of my Thunderbird 2 mug? Was it made under license to ITV? I can't really check the bottom of it at the moment. It's got tea in it, but yeah, because ITV owned the. I've just finished sending an email to Cloudco. Now all he has to do is play the waiting game. Or Hungry Hungry Hippos. It's a little in-joke between me and Jack Williams whenever we will say copyright ITC Entertainment Group and ITV Studios Company. Ah. The old Thunderbirds movie, which is Thunderbirds Are Go, the one with Zero X. That's been on film 4 a few times. I don't know why, but Thunderbirds 6, which is the second Thunderbirds film, doesn't seem to air on film 4 as much as Thunderbirds Are Go does. I think the last time Thunderbirds 6 aired on TV was. Then again, what do I know? Yeah, and I can tell you why the old Thunderbird series ended production. I like them both really, Jack Williams, but I respect your opinion if you don't like the 2015 one. came that horrible 2004 movie. Yeah, I can't believe I used to actually like that when I was little. Ooh, those were dark times. Ah, hello, Aaron. Yeah, doing my best Jerry Anderson voice here. I thought it was the biggest load of crap I have ever seen in my entire life. Did Channel 4 ever have permission to air 1966 Thunderbirds Largo? Well, it must do. They air it on film before, so. Yes, Thunderbirds was on Sci-Fi at one point. Back then it was called the Sci-Fi Channel. Yeah, the original Thunderbird series was cancelled because Lou Grade had buggered up and failed to sell the series to America. You see, what had happened was Lou Grade had because NBC, CBS, and ABC had all bid for Thunderbirds, but Lou Grade got a little bit greedy and repeatedly increased the price. So when NBC withdrew its offer, the other two networks did the same. For once, Lou Grade in his life had buggered up. And also because they couldn't agree on suitable time slots. Lord Lou Grade didn't want to. Well, he did want to sell Thunderbird's broadcast rights to American TV, but he raised the price a bit too high. Although Lou Grade's not all bad, Jack. That was just the one time he screwed up. The rest of his time, if it weren't for him, Jerry Anderson might not have even got his career off the ground. Yeah, had it not been for Lou Grade, Jerry Anderson would probably have just stayed as a plasterer, and Super Mario Nation puppet might never have been created. Let me up. Yes, there was going to be an animated series of Doctor Who at one point. And here's something I bet you didn't know. Lou Grade was Michael. No, you're not late. Mayday. Here's something I bet you didn't know. Lou Grade was Michael Grade's uncle. So, Jack Williams, just to clarify, Lou Grade's not all bad. He did help get Jim Henson's career off to a flying start as well. Let me just see if I can. Here we are. As do Lou Grade and Jerry Anderson. You know, Jerry Anderson and Jim Henson were actually going to team up at one point to create Space Police. Yeah. Apparently, around 4 scripts had been written for this animated Doctor Who series, and it would have been Nelvana's biggest show to date. But it was pulled out from under them after a British animation studio told the BBC it could do what Nelvana intended for a much lower price. I wonder what said animation company was. Yes, he was Aaron, and he also created The Muppets and Sesame Street and Fraggle Rock. Yeah. Yeah, because Space Precinct was going to be called Space Police at one point, but they had to change the name because they didn't want to get sued by Lego. Yes, Jim Henson's also done The Hoobs, Moppertop's Shop, and Construction Site. Construction Site, I've found, is a bit similar to Dream Street. You know, no, none of Jerry Anderson. Jerry Anderson didn't actually get sued for any of his shows. I did. Oh, flying visit from Mayday. What's funny you should... It's funny you should say that, Ellen, because Polygram did once propose a live-action adaptation of Joe 90. And then, of course, Disney wanted to as well. But the film has remained undeveloped so far. Jerry Anderson once said, "We have regular meetings, and although they are very polite and very nice, nothing ever happens." Oh, right, yes. So I know what would liven this live stream up a bit, if you see what I mean by that. Wait there. How often do I stream? Basically, Olivier, whenever I feel like it. Can you hear me all right, what with the computer making noises in the background? Here's somebody I've not brought out for a while. Oops. Hey, Harry. Look on the bright side, though. Pippa Hoy now airs on Cartoonito. With any luck, probably my episodes will probably air on there. Hello, you lot. Has everyone had a good weekend? I know we have. No, don't stop liking. Oh, sorry. You can like the dumping dog if you want, in my opinion. Where's Monkey? Here I am. How come you lot forgot about me? Now, Harry, I've got a question for you. Patrick Pearson is scheduled to be on episode 4 of my version of Shoot. Should I find somebody else, or as I was saying, we've had a good weekend, although I can't help feeling that whenever we go out on a nice day out, something always has to go wrong. What do you mean by that, Oshawott? Well, you know that, you know that giant fish we keep in the basement? What, Brian the Cod? What about him? Well, you just had to take him for a walk, didn't you? I mean, all the other dog walkers were looking embarrassed. And you're a dog yourself. You have to admit, walking an 18-ton cod is something I've never done before. So, this is why you don't breed giant cod in your basement. Oh, didn't I show you? Hmm. Well, I seem to get along with Patrick just fine. Anyway, as I was saying, another one of my Christmas presents I got a drawing rather, by Rodney Matthews. It was commissioned by John Cleese. It's a scene from, oh, pardon me. It's a scene from The Wind in the Willows, wherein Badger's ordering Toad, take him inside. I'm not exactly Michael Hordern. Michael Hordern, of course, being the voice of Badger in Cosgrove Hall's adaptation of The Wind in the Willows. Michael Hordern was also the voice in another Cosgrove Hall production. He was the abbot of... hang on, let me look it up again. Yeah. Michael Hordern was the abbot of the stationery in Cosgrove Hall's adaptation of Terry Pratchett's Truckers. Give me a minute. Sorry about that. My mum just wanted me to say goodbye to our dinner guests. Apparently Jack Williams has got something to tell me. Oh, and also, if you haven't noticed, that's right, it did. Oh, well, Olivia's birthday is soon. Also, if you've noticed behind me, I've got a new calendar. This is themed to Terrorhawks. Yeah, but the frame rate on some of Cosgrove Hall's later series was very smooth, and I have no idea why. I'm just trying to find what the ship from Terrahawks is called. That's on my calendar up there. Here we are. Yes, I do, Jack. CH. Pip Ahoy is animated using Flash, and Hieroglyphics was animated with Toon Boom, hence why there's no outlines on the characters. Why do you ask, Harry? I like pizza as well, especially a large deep pan margarita from Pizza Hut. Give me one of those, and I'd be a happy boy. As I was saying, Jack, I do like Fifi and the Flower Tots. I've even met Mark Silk, who's the voice of Bumble and Slugsy in that show. He even did his Slugsy voice, which is a combination of Pip Ahoy episode complete with coloured bars. Yes, I do. Yeah, Mark Silk's voice for Slugsy is a combination of an actor called Bernard Bresslaw, who was in the Carry On films, and because he was a slug, Mark gave him some moisture. Well, the Pip Ahoy episode I got was an MP4 downloaded from the AS11 file, hence why I was able to play it. Well, Harry, they do sometimes use cel-shaded CGI on Pip Ahoy as well to achieve shots that might be a bit too difficult to render with regular Flash animation. Yeah, I'm fine, Mum. That was my mum asking if I was alright. Which I am. So I watched some Doctor Who episodes on W. I don't have W, so, Oh. Give me a minute. Sorry about that. Mum just came into the room to My favourite food is sausages. Preferably in a roll. Yes, I do only have digital terrestrial because I don't think I could afford to pay the price of a large bag of crisps per day for satellite. No, it would be called a hot dog.
It's crossing boundaries. Always throws me.
Inspideer. You know, what I think happened, Harry, was that they had written and recorded 52 half-hour episodes of Combo Niños, but they only recorded 26 of them for unknown reasons. A bit like what happened why the last 13 episodes of Count Duckula weren't animated. Except the reason why we didn't get a second series of Lavender Castle was because there wasn't enough, it wasn't promoted properly, which is why momentum was lost. So no merchandising, no second series, and then no direct-to-video home movie. That's right, there was going to be a direct-to-video movie of Lavender Castle at one point. Yeah, as I was saying, so you might not know this, but there were 13 more episodes of Count Duckula written and recorded, which made a total of 78 episodes, but because Thames Television, who was Cosgrove Hall's backer at the time, lost their franchise, they didn't get made. Yeah. And after they sold the rights to Hit Entertainment, momentum was lost. Yeah. Indeed, Chow. And nobody really seems interested in doing anything with Lavender Castle so far. Channel 5 video. It was Channel 5 video that released the 1975 Noddy series on video. Oh, pardon me. And it was indeed Polygram that I thought, if Lavender Castle had some VHS releases over here in the UK, that some official ones, that Polygram would have released them under their Polygram video label. Or Channel 5 or Forefront or whatever. That's right, they did also distribute the Trapdoor on VHS. One of the presenters from Kid Stars is subscribed to me as well. Yes, I have, Aaron. It's very clever how you did that. Yeah, I reckon if Chorlton and the Wheelies had some actual VHS releases back in the 80s, they would have been released by Video Collection International, which back then was called the Video Collection. In answer to that, Jack, they did release a reissue of the second VHS, which was Things That Go McSqueak in the Night and Other Stories. But it was originally Tempo Video that released that release. Yep. You know Chris Trengove, who wrote some episodes of Lavender Castle, and Bob the Builder also wrote some episodes of Thundercats. It's true, you know. The video collection also released Count Duckula and the BFG, right? Yes, they did. And they also released Danger Mouse and Truckers and The Wind in the Willows. Yeah, one thing that always puzzles me is how come the last episode of Lavender Castle was a clip show? Because I don't really see the need for clip shows these days, yeah, particularly back in the 90s. Surely everyone had had a video recorder by then, so they could have just gone back and watched the episode for themselves rather than. You see what I'm getting at here? Ah. Chris Trengove also wrote for Dennis the Menace and Dream Street. I actually have a script of one of Chris Trengove's episodes of Lavender Castle. Here's a clue as to what it is. It's the one with a bluegrass banjo picking contest. Oh yeah, as I was saying, the Terrorhawks vehicle up on that calendar is the Terrorhawk. It's the Terrorhawk, captained by Dr. Tiger Einstein. Jack's got it in one. It is dueling banjos. Yeah, Network also did a Terrorhawks DVD release at one point, and Space Precinct, Dick Spangler, and new Captain Scarlet. I would like them to release a DVD. I would like Network to release a DVD with Lavender Castle, but I suppose I'll have to put up with the entertainment rights release for now. You know, I contacted Network about Lavender Castle. They did say that they didn't have any plans to release it, but they were going to add it. But they could add it on their list of shows to consider releasing. I'll probably go in a minute because what's this? Oh, excuse me. That was me dad just coming in the room to give me my meds. Yeah, I've met quite a few famous people. Yeah, the list is too long. I've met Mark Silk, Richard James, Jamie Anderson, Chris Dale, Rodney Matthews, Richard Cadell, David Jason, Brian Cosgrove, Jimmy Hibbert, have I met anybody else? Jack knows a bit more about this than I do. Out of all those 9 people I've listed so far, have I missed anybody out? Yes, they did. I got the complete BBC collection of the goodies for Christmas. So now I don't have to worry about BBC Two not repeating it. I can just put it on whenever I like. I said David Jason. Oh, and I have seen the League of Gentlemen live on stage. And High Five. I've also got contacts with people who used to work at Cosgrove Hall. No, I've not. I have met Jimmy Hibbert, but I've not met Rob Rackstraw or Kate Harbour yet. Yes, I have them, James. It looks like a sad dragon. Hey, let me let you in on something before I go. There was going to be a fourth hieroglyphics dog. It was going to be called Alpha. Unfortunately, Alpha ended up being scrapped, so now we've just got Cleo, Charlie, and Bruno. Well, it's 9:15, so I guess I'd better be getting a move on. Well, you heard what the man upstairs said. Say good night, Oshawott. Good night, Oshawott. That bit never gets old. Indeed, what the otter said. I hope you've enjoyed spending Sunday with me, and I'll see you next time. Now, how do I shut this thing off? Here we go. Oh, and before you ask, I haven't met Lorelei King yet.